Anybody just needed to look to the Lord for some strength sometimes? Anybody ever had to look to the Lord for peace of mind? Anybody ever had to look to the Lord for financial relief? Anybody ever just had to look to God to just make it through the day? We're living in a time where it's too dangerous to operate outside of the will of God. We're living in a time where we can't afford for God not to have us covered. And I want to say this. God been putting it in my spirit, and I want to share it with every one of you here today. Just like everything else in your life, for those of you that's older than I am, I want you to think back on the house that you lived in when you were a kid. And I want you to think about where you live now. I want you to think about the cell phone that you had 3 years ago and look at the cell phone that you have today. God told me, just like everything else in your life, upgrade your praise.
Yeah.
Just like everything else in your life, upgrade your praise. Because this is what I found out. A lot of times, we want to sit down and wait on our turn to be blessed. But this is what you got to realize. If you have a job, when payday comes, you ain't going to have no check if you ain't do no work. The same thing with God. When it's time to pass out blessings, if you've done nothing to earn your blessing and you had put your work in, it ain't no blessing with your name on it. Because you ain't did nothing to get nothing. And this is another thing that I wish we as people would understand. Every blessing will not have your name on it.
Come on.
Every blessing will not have your name on it. And sometimes people say they want this, they want that. Guess what? All I want is what God got for me. That's all I want. Marva is one of my favorite singers. If God was to take Marva to win 17 Grammys in one night, and there's only one Grammy with my name on it, all I want is that one. Congratulations for all 17 of yours, but I just want one. I don't want half of what Marva got, because guess what? I didn't do half of the work that Marva did. And what you got to realize is what God has for you, it is for you. I found myself at 26 years old loving people that I know don't care for me, but I got to love them anyway. I have to pray for people when I know they don't mean me no good. They don't care nothing about me. If they were to hear that I passed on last night, somebody will be happy about it. But guess what? God still put them in the midst of where I am to be a blessing to them. And when you say yes to God, you can't say, well, Lord, I'll sing for the people that like me. You can't say, Lord, I preach to the people that like me. Because all the time, people not going to like what you got to say. They not going to like how you sound. They not going to like how you look. But just know that if God sent you there, you got more than enough protection around you. No devil in hell can do nothing to you. And I'm going to say one more thing, and I'm going to sit down because I didn't get up here to say this. A couple weeks ago, I found myself in a situation where a Facebook post was indirectly made towards me. And it was a misunderstanding on their behalf. And even when I went to them to fix it and correct it, they did not. But God told me, forgive even if it's not asked of you. And I did just that. And I'm going to let you know, God also told me, because of your obedience, I'm going to bless you. I got paid. I work a job where we get paid once a month. I got sick 3 days with the flu. We work 12-hour shifts, so there's 36 hours that I missed. So I said, Lord, I got my check. My check was $500 more than what I expected it to be. Went to a service, and the pastor of the service wrote me a $200 check. I was sitting in Raising Cane's with my mother. This lady said, I just want to bless you with something. She went into her checkbook. She wrote me a $70 check. And what I'm saying is, if you be faithful and obedient to God, He'll be faithful to you. And even when you feel like people are not for you, this is another thing that you have to realize when you're in any form of ministry. Your ministry is not for everybody. Everybody's not going to receive what you got to say. And what we also have to understand is, no matter what business or no matter what you do in life, it's enough for everybody. Because guess what? Marvel can't sing at every program that they have. The Sons of Joy can't sing at every program that they have. Terrence can't sing at every program that they have. It's enough for everybody. And it's something that I'm glad I can say about the groups that I see here on tonight in particular. I have love for every last one of y'all. And I know in the bottom of my heart, everybody that I see here that's a part of a quartet group, from the bottom of my heart, I know every last one of y'all love me too. And guess what? Whenever you need me, I'm going to be there. And even when people overlook you and count you out, God will still count you in.
Yeah.
And some things you're not a part of because it's not meant for you to be a part of it anyway. Come on. We always thank God for the stuff that we have. Start thanking God for some of the stuff that you don't have, like cancer, like HIV. You're not homeless. You got a ride. You got a job. You got food. We need to come into a season of thankfulness and accountability. Be responsible for what you do. I can't hold you responsible for what I do. I can only be responsible for me. So no matter how you treat me, I still gotta treat you nice. And I still gotta love you.
All right.
Y'all be blessed.
Hallelujah.